Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Oh, yeah, here we go. I know it's Tuesday, but we've been drinking.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. How about that, huh?
I love it, Kevin.
Someone's released the Kraken. She's coming in hot.
Oh, yeah.
Coming in hot and hard, Virginia.
And we are about 90 minutes away from a mandatory office meeting about sensitivity.
Beer lowers my sensitivity.
Well, there's a lot of time anxiety. Some people, I'm hearing it's a 45-minute long meeting. I'm hearing it's an hour and a half long meeting.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
I'm pulling for 45.
They scheduled it in the company calendar for 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know that I'm going to give them a lot more time than that. I think I might be about time to go.
Now, here's my question. If you leave the sensitivity meeting early in front of everybody, are you now an insensitive prick?
I will let them know in 90 minutes I become insensitive.
Are you allowed to, as you leave, bump the Jan Arden hit?
Oh, Virginia's throwing back some 90s pop comedy.
I got to tell you, Virginia, that reference hits so hard.
People that got it, got it.
I know, you're right.
Fucking Kevin got it.
I did, yeah.
I got it, too.
All the old people got it. Insensitive.
I love that fucking song.
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
I say when we're done, we get up. And that's our exit music.
How do you cool your lips after a Kevin's kiss?
It's going to be hot.
That's my fucking cut right there. I love that song.
How many beers you had so far, Bert?
I have had, I think, 3.
Okay. All right.
And we've got endless amounts because of Panchita.
Panchita!
Yeah, thank you very much for that.
Oh my gosh, Panchita has no idea how clutch she really is.
She gave us so much beer, so many beaver nuggets, and so much fudge. Did you go home yesterday and annihilate that fudge?
I might have got off my pasta diet around 9 p. and fucked up some fudge. I'm sorry, man. I'm just a man at the end of the day.
He fell in a fudge hole.
Oh my gosh, there was one.
Did you fudge pack?
I fudged the fuck out of myself. I was fudge all over the place.
He got off his all pasta diet to have some fudge.
I can't imagine why my titties haven't gone down.
I didn't know why I feel so pucky.
Why do I have a really nice left tit?
Most of when my cousin told me about the Atkins diet, got me the book, and I read the first page. I'm like, I get it. Basically, okay, right? You know, you just can't have carbs. It's all good. And so I'm like, I was in Kansas City. I'm like, I'm just going to eat ribs and drink a shit ton of beer. Put on 35 pounds in 3 months.
Look, I
got so huge.
I'm still doing the pasta diet. Just I also mixed in a little fudge with it too.
Don't hear a lot of people going through the pasta and fudge diet.
Why can't I lose any weight, Kevin?
I'm so gross.
I had to go on a diet from my diet.
And you know what? You know what today's taught me? Fuck it. It's summertime. Let's have some fun. Fudge it up.
Yeah. When free fudge falls in your lap, you don't fuck that up. You eat that fudge.
You're going to love me from my body. You're going to love me from my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this today, talking about diets, it was some of the unhealthy things that actors have done for movie roles. Sounds like almost the tougher thing was putting on weight. Like Bradley Cooper basically went on a pizza and cake diet trying to get about 6,000 calories a day when he did American Sniper. He was a lot bigger in that.
I didn't realize how much bigger he was, but he was, man. You could see it in his face big time.
Yeah.
Y'all need to Google a picture of Matt Damon right now. He's filming that movie where he played the guy that finally wore Michael Jordan down and got the Nike deal. But that guy definitely is a pudgy guy. And so Matt Damon has put on a pudge. I've never seen Matt Damon so pudgy.
So I've seen the actors where they've had to get into unbelievable shape. I'm talking ripped, and then they've also had to do the other way where
Right.
they fudge it up.
Yeah.
You know the fudging up tactic, it's got to be more fun.
Well, it doesn't sound like either's fun, oddly enough, because, in the instances where they're talking about having to put on weight, like Bradley Cooper, he was doing 5 meals a day, plus a pre- and post-workout drink and energy bars in between.
I'm pretty sure he hated it, too.
They do. And, you would think, oh, that's got to be so much fun. No, after a while, you're just like, I can't. You're nauseous eating that much. And then on the flip side, you have somebody like Christian Bale, who lost 63 pounds in 4 months when he did The Machinist in 2004.
Damn.
His daily diet was only eating an apple, a can of tuna, and coffee.
Yeah, and then you hear other people like a Zac Efron or my boy, I can't think of him, from Magic Mike, Tatum, the Tatum dude.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah, they get in this unbelievable shape, but they fucking hate it. They hate, when you see them all abby and they're all thin and cut. They said it was miserable for them to do it. Miserable.
I think either way, you're living in extremes, and it's going to be rough.
You're right.
Well, it's not realistic. Zac Efron was even talking about when he had to get in that kind of shape for Baywatch 5 years ago. He said, just even a little bit of water under your skin will throw things off, and you got to have this tight six-pack, and it's just stupid. It's not real. He had said
it's not real. I mean, you're chasing something you're gonna always have to fucking go crazy to attain. You're gonna go insane.
You are, but these guys do it for a large payday.
Yeah.
And then they don't have to work for like 4 or 5 months. They just kind of chill and get back into whatever body type it is they feel most comfortable.
But it's pretty funny because I read some of what the article Kevin's talking about, and you can tell it weighs on it. But if they do it 4 or 5, 6 times in their life, that 5th or 6th time, it weighs. It's not easy to do.
and then they go to the bank and they say, "What's my account balance?" Like, all right, I'm good.
I hear you. No, I'm not going boo fucking who for the celebrities. I'm not. But I can see how it would be. You're going, oh shit, man. I had a good summer. I've been eating pastries and ham pies. I got to get down 50 pounds in a week. Shit.
I think it's a game you can do when you're younger. Like Christian Bale had said, I'm older now, and I feel like if I keep doing what I've done in the past for roles, I'm going to die. So
that's just it. Your body feels it. It does.
Yeah, so for Matt Damon doing this is kind of interesting at his age. He's even older than I am doing that. And he's done it before. He lost 50 pounds for a role as a heroin addict that required only 2 days of filming in Courage Under Fire in 1996. Now, he did that a long time ago, so I wonder if he's going to do that again. But he basically just ate chicken breast, and he had about 100 calories, and he ran 13 miles a day. And he said he had dizzy spells, hot flashes, and he said it damaged his adrenal gland, and he spent 1.5 years on medication trying to fix it.
Wow.
So that's how much it jacks up your body to do that kind of stuff. It's just not normal.
Hell no.
Yeah. Miles Teller, just for the Top Gun Maverick, he said same thing. He had to gain weight. And all those guys, they did another one of those, they're on the beach and they got their shirts off. And he said, yeah, basically my breakfast was like 6 eggs. And then, you work out and you have a shake and then 2 lunches and chicken breast, full potato, broccoli. And said it was just really tough after that.
The thing that I noticed, I had a 6-pack 2 separate times in my life. And
You're talking about beer?
No, I'm talking about legit. I really did. I swear to you, I'm not even lying. I know it's hard to believe. 2 separate times I did it. It was before I got into radio. And I got to tell you, man, you work so hard to get it, and it does not take much to fucking... The abs fall off of your body with every bite of a cupcake you eat. It really isn't fair. And that's why people can't do it. You have a Stromboli and you're fucked. It's terrible.
Yeah.
All that work.
Well, it is, and you have to. That just has to be your whole obsessive life, and it's tough to do after a while. And it really doesn't make sense. I mean, it's no way to live a whole life.
You're right. All I was doing was watching when I was eating, running, doing 2 workouts to try to, because I was doing baseball shit. That's all your life was. It wasn't fun. It was not fun at all. And you look at a cupcake.
I've seen people do it. Yeah,
Titty.
People will get to the point they set alarms. So alarm will go off, and that tells them exactly you need to have this food in your body right now and do this, and it's just. It becomes insane. You're weighing your food, you're timing out your life, and what the hell?
I also like to live. One of the most freeing feelings on the planet is when you're on a Publix line and you look over to the candy bar section and go, fuck yeah, I'm going to get a couple king-size candy bars and just have a good day. That's freedom.
Freedom. Freedom.
That's a good feeling.
That's his Braveheart speech.
That's a good fucking feeling.
Yeah, look at this picture of Matt Damon. He has definitely changed.
For the art, baby.
He is transforming himself into this Sonny Vaccaro.
It's for the art.
Okay.
I respect it.
The guy who signed Michael Jordan to be the face of Nike.
Okay.
And he looks like a different human. Good for him.
Well, I'm wondering on some of these. Okay, when do you decide to put on the weight naturally? And when do you just put on a fat suit? Because I'm looking at Tom Hanks in this Elvis movie coming up. He's a large fat ass. Like there is a lot of added weight on him, and I was just wondering because then I saw a photo of him today. They were talking because he had some comments about Forrest Gump from back in the day and how he only took the 2 conspiracy theory movies he did. He only took that for a paycheck and said they weren't good. But his photos, he looked like he was the other way, thinner than what you ever see Tom Hanks.
I'd imagine he's doing a little bit of both because you want the face to appear fat, but you also don't want to get to your body to where you have to go so much recovery time.
Right.
So he's probably eating some pasta, eating some fudge.
Damn, he looks a lot like the guy he's supposed to be playing.
Tom Parker. He is playing Colonel Tom Parker, who managed Elvis.
That's
Wow.
good.
And if you've seen the previews, he looks like somebody that would be close to 300 pounds, wouldn't you say?
Totally.
Yeah.
Do you ever see the Tom Hanks movie Road to Perdition?
Yeah.
It's on Netflix right now. I watched it over the weekend. It's a really good movie.
He was a little larger than that, wasn't he?
You could tell he was morphing out of Gump and out of the rom-com Hanks into Dad Hanks.
Okay,
He was getting into that role.
He's had a good, smart transitional career where he has kind of picked the roles wisely.
Absolutely. And that fucker could do comedy too.
Yeah, absolutely.
People don't realize back in the day he did some
That's where
comedy.
he started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bosom buddies.
Yes. I'll be very impressed if you guys what theme song was that?
That was My Life by Billy Joel.
Yes, but covered by some other fucker that sounds like theirs, but it was a Billy Joel song.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Very good, Kevin.
I'll be impressed if you can name his co-star in Bosom Buddies.
It is oh my gosh, you asked me this at Wild 95.5.
Yeah, baby.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
It's
Pop quiz 15 years later.
It's as soon as you say it, man. It's not Kif. It's what's the
Peter Scolari.
Yes.
Oh.
Damn it, Kevin.
Yes, gotcha.
I love Kevin low budget actor quizzes.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Did you see what Jennifer Aniston kind of stepped in her recent interview?
I did. She's going after Twitter and YouTube famous people.
Yeah.
And they're like, shut up, boomer.
Yeah, she basically went after people who become famous for, quote, basically doing nothing, is what she said. And then people were like, okay, well, you look at people who, and there's a phrase that's kind of going on right now that I've heard. It's happening with my Ohio State Buckeyes. Their other coach at Michigan, he said, Ohio State's coach, he said, well, some people wake up on third base and think they hit a triple, meaning that
Damn,
he was saying that Ohio State's current coach was handed this football team and, he thinks he built it himself and you had nothing to do with
It's
it.
the slushy Jennifer hater. My son
Yeah, he said
is
that
now
after
the
Michigan
coach.
beat Ohio State last year, so this year's going to be a good game.
Jennifer Aniston had parents that were actors.
Both of them were actors, and that's the same kind of statement you could say to Jennifer Aniston on talking about people who became famous for basically doing nothing. You had two people that were in the business that connected you, that got you the training, and then also made the calls to get you, what you need to do for the casting. And so they pointed out her own privilege and the nepotism of what was going on in her own situation. And people did make the point that people like today that fame is now accessible to everyone, and it's made a more diverse and inclusive media base and celebrity base.
Just because you don't respect their come up, they still came up and figured out how to do it in this modern age when it is definitely different. The landscape has changed. Just because you don't understand how they did it doesn't make them any less deserving of the fame.
Well, the problem is with their statements is if you're a 19, 20-year-old kid, you grew up with this. This is what you grew. This is what your life is.
YouTube.
You're doing nothing that she didn't do. That anybody. You're in the same competitive field as she would have been when she grew up. It's just the game has changed a little bit. You got to be careful not to sound like a dinosaur either.
True.
And that's coming from a person who sounds like a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's tough. So
I mean, I get it. There are people that are they get famous and there's no talent behind them. That I get. You do have to respect the fact that she may have come from an actor's family, but she still had the staying power.
Right.
People could have shooed her away. If she sucked, she would have said scram. They did. She's likable enough to have turned that into a major career, so you can't say she doesn't have any talent either. There's points on both sides.
But you have to respect the new game. And I think that's where she's coming off like a dinosaur. If you don't respect the new game, then you don't get how the game works.
But I think sometimes people try to make a point and they don't give every little if someone's killing it on YouTube and they have talent, I don't think she's going to diss them. I think she's more talking about somebody who is famous for not doing much, if that makes sense. They're not writing music. They're not acting. They're not... they're a personality, so you could argue that they're that.
Well, I mean, Kim Kardashian is pretty much the pillar for that. That if you're looking up saying, okay, what has she done? And people will minimize her life and career into... she made a sex tape that her mom marketed and got her famous, and then she's parlayed that into what has she sung, what has she done. She really is just a model that has had a TV show, and they've come up with storylines that captivate and have maintained attention. How long's that show been on?
I'm going to regret saying this because, fuck, I'm going to defend Kim Kardashian.
Do it.
The bottom line is, as much as I don't get it, I don't like her,
Yeah.
but she has done something to where people want to see her. If she sucked so bad and nobody wanted anything to do with her, she would not have so much popularity.
She figured out her audience.
She figured out her audience.
And then she gave them what they wanted.
I'm not the audience.
She is the kingmaker of that family. They should all be kissing her ass because without Kim, there is no any of them.
It sucks. I agree when people say, what is she bringing to the table? But clearly, she's bringing something because you just don't stick around that long if you suck and you're not. It's all about money, y'all.
My daughter's 24. She loves that Kardashian show and is always talking about it. And whenever we go to her apartment, she puts it on, and I hate every second of it.
I get it. It's so not my cup of soda.
No,
it's
but
not.
Look,
but they've been around for fucking 20 years
I'm not a 24-year-old girl.
She's talking to her audience, and her audience not only is listening and tuning in, but they're buying her products in mass.
And that is the good thing about social media, YouTube, all of that stuff. We do live in a time now where anybody can get their own niche audience and make a living off of that. Now, because everybody has that opportunity, yes, things are going to get watered down as well. So you have to sift through some shit, but that's life, baby.
Yeah.
It'll just require them to get better.
Yeah.
With what they do.
The numbers are the numbers, right?
Can't lie. Those numbers have now equated to multiple people in that family being billionaires.
Now, you can get mad at the numbers. I get mad. I get it. I fucking get it. With the bad baby, I get it. It's just, it's she ain't doing it for me.
I got some emails here. Cece Bell, she had sent an email, and we'd had Carlo had sent us an email. He got yelled at last weekend, I think it was. He had gone to the Ricardo Arjona show that was at FTX Arena and was standing up, and there were some ladies that were telling him to sit down. Siéntate, and he would not. And he got upset and I think got into a little fight with them. And he said, look, I'm here. I want to stand up. And Cicabel said, just to defend, you talked about how he mainly sings slower Spanish ballads, but he does have some fast-paced songs. I love him. And I stood up when I was there. So.
You know what? I knew you were going to get an email.
Yeah.
I was so, Kevin, the fucker plays some
He has different pacing, Kevin.
I listened to about 20 to 25 of his songs to get really familiarized with him, and they were all pretty slow, but I think everybody's got a different
it's all subjective,
definition
man.
of what,
Because if you go to a concert and you, for example, we'll use James Taylor. He plays a lot of folky, but he has upbeat songs that it may not be, wet ass pussy, but it's
right.
If James Taylor would cover WAP, that'd be amazing.
It's gonna be a toe tapper for some fucker out there.
Yeah. And I do get the standing for the passion because he does have very passionate songs that I could see you getting way into. Felix sent an email here about the Bueno o Malo. He said, I just want to thank you for all the time you guys spend making me laugh. It's been 7 years of constant laughter. You guys feel like family. By the way, could you give some information on Evelyn from Bueno o Malo? She is a cutie.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right.
She is adorable. I don't know what's her sitch.
Do not know.
I don't ask anybody's situations.
You can't ask. Neither one of y'all can ask.
I don't ask anybody shit at work about anything anymore.
Hey, are you single, Evelyn?
I don't fucking even.
That would not land well from either one of you.
I keep it strictly business now. No, hey, what's for breakfast? Because it might be offensive, Virginia.
We don't know, but we'll have Virginia ask her.
I'll fish around.
Oh, that'll go well. Oh, please take
Maybe
it.
I'll fish around in the sensitivity training meeting.
Yeah, are you fucking kidding me, Kevin? Right before the sensitivity meeting, you're sending the pirate in there?
Hey, cutie, are you single?
Oh, that's the worst person.
She's going to think I'm a lesbian hitting on her.
No,
right.
it's the worst. No, she's gonna think you're in there asking for me or suits. It's terrible. It's a terrible idea. Back down.
Abort.
Back down. Fuck that mission.
So basically, Felix, we don't know.
Sorry, dog.
Felix, why don't you call
Yeah.
in next time she's in here and you can ask her?
I'm sure she's got a DM. Send her the messages.
I got this text came in today. Said, the dirt I want from Virginia is about Virginia's or about Magnolia's Rager. Why isn't Panda going on the trip to see Virginia's family? Nobody's going to throw a Rager, especially Magnolia, when you have neighbors. You got a camera on your house, and you get pissed because somebody's peeing, or you got an HOA who won't let you have a swimming pool, and you have older people who will call the police. I doubt if Magnolia would throw a Rager with all that going on. So why isn't Panda going on the trip with you?
First of all, my first question to that person is, what the fuck you smoking? Mags and absolutely throw a Rager.
She has been very inquisitive. She was very perked up trying to figure out when we were going to be gone, and I could see the wheels turning. She's asked me before if she can have a party, and with the current climate of her personal life, I told her no. Because there's a little girl in our neighborhood that had a party, and a bunch of people showed up at her party that didn't like her, and they trashed her house. They punched a hole in the wall. They broke a door. They pulled a pantry door off. Like, if you tell 10 kids in Tequesta that you're having a small gathering, guess what? You have the chance of 40 kids showing up. That's just what happens. And Mags currently has a little bit too much drama in her life. I don't want these kids coming over. And she would be dumb enough to say, oh, Mom, I'm just going to have 5 or 10 people over for a sleepover. And then it somehow turns into a rager. And then it gets away from her. And people show up that mean her harm. And I can just see it getting out of control because teenagers are stupid.
If this was 2 years ago, I agree with the person that emailed. Mags wouldn't throw a party. Mags has changed, and I can tell. Mags would throw a party.
I agree. Mags is definitely, she likes
So
a
you're
house
convinced it would
party.
happen.
Mags is in a good spot. She's got good grades. She's popular. She's got a great friend circle. She's on the up and up. She wants to have a good time.
Right.
And she can have a good time.
And she believes in the goodness of people. Her mother does not. I believe that, if you invite a bunch of people over to your house, some people might show up with ill will when you have drama. And I think that's
true.
It just happened to the girl down the street. And I'm very sad that it happened to her. But it taught me a lesson really quick in that moment. Mag said, look, Mom, some people showed up to the party that weren't her friends, and they came in there looking to specifically do damage because they're jerk-offs and because they don't like her. And I'm like, okay, if that's the temperature and that's what can happen in our neighborhood, there's no way I'm leaving her at home alone while we all go out of town so this can happen in my house.
Oh, I'm just telling y'all, and maybe some people haven't listened to all the segments or what's going. I'm telling y'all right now, Mags is prime for a party. It just is. You can feel it. I can feel it.
I can totally feel it.
And I gotta tell you, it's gonna be a fucking rager, Kev. It's gonna be the best party in the northern part of Palm Beach County. I'm not even kidding. If it wasn't teenagers, I'd want to go.
But that's creepy. Almost as creepy as asking, "Hey, Evelyn, are you single?"
Oh my! Yeah, Kevin. People, some people thought it was kind of fucked up. You said Evelyn needs to wear a dress and feathers when you were clearly kidding.
Yeah, you just can't say anything. Honestly,
have fun.
Eyes forward, make no comment.
Don't
try to crack a joke.
Don't make any jokes.
Yeah, and then they get on you for being too robotic. So it's like,
it was fucked up. Oh, I want to read the comment. Yeah, it was a little effed up of Kev, in my opinion.
yeah.
Oh,
I apologize for straying off. I will stick to my normal boring self.
maybe you should go to some sensitivity training.
Luckily, I got some.
You dick!
Yeah. Even Kev, the robot, needs sensitivity training in today's era. I will go back into my shell. Don't
You
worry.
robotic dick. Don't crack jokes.
Don't have fun.
No more jokes, no more fun for me. Let me see. Got Taris in the Pinot Pompano. Said I'm listening to Thursday's ATS where Kevin is talking about the Queen sipping on Kahlua during church services.
I love this.
Look, I'm not judging because I am not beneath slipping some Baileys in my coffee before a boring-ass meeting. But, Kevin, didn't you get pretty much crucified when you took a shot of vodka before services a few years back and the Mexican Queen called you out? I was seriously in the shower making the Britney Spears confused face for a good 10 minutes. What changed?
The Britney Spears confused.
Yeah, I see that, yeah. That's good.
I've seen that a lot.
And another email said, am I the only one that recalls the Queen bashing Kevin when she smelled alcohol in his breath at church? She called him an alcoholic and shamed him. I believe right around that time, she came on the show to talk about the amount of drinks Kevin was having, and they got into a mini dispute on the air. What's the turnaround with the Queen? Why is it okay for her to drink at church and it was not for Kevin?
Damn, do you remember this, Kevin?
I do.
Yeah, I do.
I don't remember this.
I'll answer it for you, Kev. Marriage.
Yeah, so she's the Queen and I'm not.
Damn.
Yeah,
Truth be hitting hard.
yeah.
Damn.
That's about it.
I mean, did I miss anything?
Yeah, no, don't drink. Don't comment on girls' dresses.
Dude, you have to drink.
Can't drink.
You can't comment.
Sit in the corner, stare at the wall, eyes forward.
Damn.
Yeah, that's it. I know my place.
I think Virginia's right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to read the comments anymore.
There's some days when you should not read the comments.
Agreed.
And sure, there's a lot of days when you should.
Agreed.
But there's some days you should not. If you care about your own mental well-being, it's a little form of self-preservation.
Reading comments is making me a worse person.
Yeah.
It really is. Even for the witch is right. Drink.
I got some helpful information here from Samantha. Said I heard Jaybird talking about the Instacart purchase and expense. There's a little tip that I do. Maybe you've heard of it. I have an account on Walmart.com, and they deliver my orders to my house. I pay $12.95 a month to Walmart, and I make my order on the app. And as long as it's over $35, the delivery is free. I'll then tip the driver. You decide how much. If the order is under $35, I would have to pay $7.99 delivery fee for that time. But I do this a few times a week for groceries and other items. In my account, my daughter, who lives in another city, has hers delivered too. So I feel like it's worth it. Keeps me from wandering around Walmart and getting things that I don't need as well.
Look, y'all, Walmart is cheaper too.
We talk. Look, I'll own it. I talk a lot of shit about Walmart. With that said,
You can get good deals. And I think in this time when we're all looking at the gas prices going, damn it, you want to save a little bit of money. And if there's a little bit of place you can cut corners, getting some of the bare essentials at Walmart is one of those ways.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Depending on what you want, I love me some Publix. I do, but fuck.
I spend a lot of money on boxes of mac and cheese for Rocco. He loves it. He likes the Velveeta. He likes the Kraft. He's all over the place. I spend consistently $1 to $2 less per box when I go to Walmart. That's a big deal, depending on which brand I'm buying. If I'm buying 6 of them, I've saved $6 by going to Walmart.
It always comes to two choices I have in my life. Do I want to go and shop in a peaceful, tranquil setting, or do I want to go into balls deep Armageddon? And I think y'all know what balls deep Armageddon is, which would be Walmart.
Is that what they call it?
Or peaceful. Every time I'm at Publix, fucking 9 bangers in a row that I love. On the playlist, I'm over there in the frozen food set. Ain't no one trying to fight me. I'm not yelling about Keith not having a key for the cologne he doesn't have.
Publix enforces peace.
Yes.
They wouldn't let anything get unpeaceful. Walmart don't give a shit. Walmart don't care about peace. They certainly don't prioritize it.
No, it's you go into Walmart and you're basically going to a battle royale.
But if you are looking to buy stuff like pasta, mac and cheese, some paper products, I even go cheaper. You can go to Dollar General for those. But like the basic essentials, milk, eggs, that kind of stuff, telling you, y'all.
The problem is, I went to Walmart the other day, and I forgot. I don't go there for cologne anymore. I've been burned so many times. I needed to get trimmers. I went to Publix. I couldn't find trimmers. They were out of trimmers. So I went to Walmart to get the trimmers. Same fucking thing. Different Walmart. Do you guys, the door is locked for the trimmers. May I please get these trimmers? Sorry. Craig's got the key. What? Craig's got the key?
You can never get to it.
Never get.
Yeah.
Why do they have it?
Craig's with Keith. They're both on break.
Every one of these motherfuckers have a key. You can't get into something. I don't know, dog. That's why I have a homeless beard, by the way.
I blame Craig.
I went to go buy a razor and I couldn't find one.
Got Matt D from the Pizzle, who was in Virginia's hood to Quest, and want to know if you'd ever heard of the Jersey Diner on US 1 and the Publix Plaza. He said, as a former Jersey resident, they are on point. They even have Taylor ham, which is a pork roll, which is a Jersey staple. Also, Jay-Bird, they have a sandwich called the Grease Truck. It's a cheese steak topped with mozzarella sticks, chicken tenders, and marinara.
Whoa.
And they got a full bar.
So that thing has changed names. It's now the Jersey Diner, but it hasn't always been. It's flipped around a lot. I have not ventured into the Jersey Diner, but if he says it's good, I'll go try it.
Let me ask you this. If you were Fat Kevin as an adult and you could go balls to the wall with whatever you want, is something like that too busy for you? It's got this and then mozzarella sticks and chicken. It's a lot. There's a lot of notes on that
I
thing.
don't know. I would do slop, but it'd have to be the right slop. And one item that you don't really care for can throw the whole thing off.
Agreed.
Right.
Yeah. So.
That sounds like a fun thing to eat if you get it and put it in the middle of the table and like 4 people that you're in your family.
Novelty thing.
Yeah.
But if you're Kevin Ralston right now and he gets a pass of, I'm just going to go fuck shit up old school, 1985 style, you would want a bunch of different items you could pick and choose and really explore, right? instead of a big sandwich with all that bullshit on there?
It kind of depends, on what it is. I do like picking and exploring, like having the options, but, a bunch of it together would be okay too.
A birthday party with people you don't find, that you're grossed out with. You have 10 people that you love. You got a buffet style of all kind of good treats. That is a fuck yeah party.
Okay.
Right?
We know you love the taco bar.
I mean, if you're not doing a taco bar at a party in 2022, I don't know, man.
Not doing it right.
I think it's such a good idea.
And they're easy too.
They are easy.
Yeah.
You don't have to do Tijuana Flats, although they're a sponsor, so you should. But if you didn't,
I'm sure there's so many places that, especially after the pandemic, everybody's got their carryout game way on point.
There's also people that take pride in making their own taco meat. You could do your own station and bar.
Yeah, you could.
Oh, gosh, I'm getting all ginned up.
Ready to go? How's that pasta diet going to go today?
I don't know, but do you think there's going to be food at this meeting?
No.
No?
That doesn't feel like it. No.
You're going to get a quiz and you're not going to get fed.
We're doing 11:30 meeting without any fucking snacks? That's kind of insensitive.
Yeah, well, on to it. Sensitivity training, baby.
On to it.
Yeah, on to it. Well, thank you for all the emails, comments. You can always drop a mail at kvjshow.com. Enjoy your Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.